The Miners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to work.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Pena. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Miners offense will take the field for the first time. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught near the sideline, it's Moffitt. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Flips it out in the flat. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The Miners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes one man miss. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Aztecs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run the toss. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Aztecs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They run the reverse. Look out, he's got room. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Aztecs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love the start for this quarterback, 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. That brings him to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. And the returner goes down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways.
Breaks into the open. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I think
trying to rumble in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Smashes ahead. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. jet sweep trying to turn the corner. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Aztecs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
The Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The running back has it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Aztecs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to power it in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Leaves it with the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to
turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kennedy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got it inside the 15. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half then. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reinbold. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh my, he just shanked that one. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, Ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll test the right side. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Spins away from the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the Miners are on the move. On the ground, it's Kennedy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block that? How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. There he goes. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Moffitt. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Powers through. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. He put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Miners will punt this one away.
Return goes out of bounds.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Snap it to the back. Got a little space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Offense set on first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Penny. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air, it's Bryant. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Aztecs send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. No doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kennedy. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reinbold. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Reinbold. Across the 25. He's got room. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown Miners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, Now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Rushes on him, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll keep it himself. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Petty. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. Looking to fire. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Aztecs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback takes a knee. We send